Hello, and welcome back to the Minecraft Toolbox. Hope you're having a good day. I'm having a pretty good day. This is episode 7? I want to say episode 2, because it feels like episode 2, but it's episode 7. It's episode 7 in the long term. Maybe I should call this like season 2. Maybe this is episode 2 of season 2. But then again, the first 5 episodes seemed like a little bit of too much of a blip to really consider it a season. But I don't know, maybe we'll call it that. And I don't know if it's my imagination or anything, but like, you know when they introduced the faster chunk loading, the game seemed really fast, like really fast. But for some reason, and maybe this is just my imagination, I almost feel like it's kind of slowed down a bit since then. But then again, in those snapshots, the game was going really bad for me. I was getting like 30 FPS, when normally I'm getting like in 120, 150 or something. Maybe it's just my imagination, I'm not sure. But yeah, it seems to have slowed down a little bit. But yeah, I hope you are acclimatizing to the new map. We didn't know the old map that well anyway, but yeah, change. No one ever likes change. Hope you're putting well, maybe you're not, maybe you are, but hopefully people are using the toolbox I provided. You know, something I actually caught just before I released it. It was a little bit broken actually. I basically had a command block that was constantly setting you to game mode 0, so survival. And basically what that was doing was it was kind of giving me a permanent invincibility shield. Because I was like running around, I was jumping off cliffs and everything. I was like, why am I not taking damage? And I was thinking like, maybe armor reduces fall damage? I'd never known it to do that before. I was like, oh, never knew that. But then, like, when mobs were hitting me and I wasn't taking any damage, I was like, okay, this is a bit strange. This is definitely a bit strange. I looked into it and it was because, like I said, the command block was constantly setting you to game mode 0, and that gives you a big shield permanently. So, had to fix that. It's all done now, and your version should be okay. I just realised that we have absolutely no food. Went round up some chickens, so that will do for a time. But we need to get a more reliable source of food at some point. Yeah, we'll do that soon. But for now, we'll just kill the local wildlife. So there is a few things I want to do today, but I've actually noticed that there's a temple over there. So if you look in the top left corner, there is jungle temple. So that's nice. It might have some early treasures. I'm not entirely sure what stuff you can actually get from temples, but I'm assuming it's something similar to the desert temples. So let's have a look at that. Oh, nope. Oh, you're not a friend. Die. Oh, you're not a friend either. Yes, there's one there. Oh, that's good. That is good. Fortune 2. Okay, we're just gonna cheat. We're gonna cheat because we are scum, absolute scum. 3 pistons, 3 repeater. Yeah, that's okay. It's okay. Horse armor's quite nice. So the first part of what we're going to do today actually requires us to leave the spawn chunks. So I believe somewhere around here is the center of spawn. So we probably need to go at about what is it? 7 chunks, I think. So let's go this way. This is south, so we're going to go this direction a little bit, and we're going to walk a little bit, and when I found a good location, I'm going to tell you what we're going to be doing. Alright, I think this area should probably be good enough. I can't see the command crafty book, so I'm assuming this is far enough away from spawn chunks. Still haven't seen any pumpkins. Been looking off in the distance, but can't see any orange. Can you see any? I can't see any like hidden in like under a tree or something. So still can't make command blocks just yet. But yeah, down here. I actually kind of like this cave, and it could be good, but I think it might be better, unless it goes really deep, but I don't think it does. I think it might be better to just build this at sea level. So let's go down here. We jump down here. Whoop. Just So yeah, this mountain might be quite good. Dig down a little bit and you'll learn what I'm doing, whatever it might be. Okay, so this is the location. I went ahead and dug a hole to place the thing that we're going to be doing. So let's go down here and we'll see our little hole. Lovely. So what is it that requires us to go a little bit of a distance away from spawn chunks? Well, if you watch any Minecraft Let's Plays, you might have encountered some who accept donations. Now, before you start making assumptions, that's not what I'm doing here at all. But yeah, some people take donations, and in reward for those donations, what they tend to do is they might build something or construct something or place something in the world as recognition to their donators. Now, I kind of like this idea, but I wanted to do something but without the donator bit. What it is we're going to be building here is an art gallery. So a couple of weeks ago, I think I received my first ever piece of fan art. It was a picture with me and Zenith in it in our little garage door, and I thought it was really, really cool. And I wanted to show my appreciation for that. So I decided that I should make an art gallery. Now, me and Zenith were going to do this together. We just never got around to doing it. But yeah, I still think the idea is really cool. So that is what we're going to be building here. We're going to build a little art gallery to feature artwork. Alright, so let's make this cave look a little bit better. So what we're going to do is we're going to have some, what are they called? Not frames, but you know, like you'd see in an art gallery. So it's going to look like this, basically. Let me just show you. Okay, so we're going to have, so like that, so like that. So it's kind of like a frame, and we're going to just have a few of these. I'm just going to repeat this like a couple times, and we'll see how that looks. Oh, messed up. Right, this is what it looks like now. Pretty nice. Maybe add a little bit more detail on these at some point. As you can see, I've added this thing in the middle. So what we're going to do here is we're actually going to have a little bit of a red carpet because we want it to look a little bit fancy. So where'd those go? Oh, I don't have enough. Carpets are weird. Carpets are weird. Carpets are really weird. I used to think it was like you make it like a slab and it gave you 6, but maybe they changed that. But basically it's going to be red carpets, sneakily hiding the torches under there, like so, and like that. So, but obviously we're going to complete that as well. I think that looks pretty nice. Okay, final thing I want to do this is I want to make it look a little bit less uniform, a little bit more patchy. So I've actually replaced the floor with andesite because I think that looks a little bit nicer. And we're just going to make some stone bricks, and I'm just going to like place them so it's not going to like have any specific pattern. It's just going to be like there'll be a little patch there, there will be maybe one there, maybe 2 here, and maybe 1 here, and just repeat that pattern. Well, not the pattern, but we'll repeat that process until it looks a little bit better. I'm going to be honest with you here. I think there's a bit of a conspiracy with sugarcane. I've experienced this in the past and today. Sugarcane is a weird thing. You can have a gigantic field of it and nothing will grow. But when something does grow, it seems like suddenly everything else seems to grow. So, I don't know. Kind of weird. I just feel like there's like some hidden code or something that tells sugarcane farms not to grow unless one has already grown. It's weird, I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm collecting some sugarcane because I need some paper for something. And you know, I actually have enough at this point, but it's just kind of addictive to just keep adding to the farm. But yeah, I'm probably going to have to tear some of this down because it needs some of it. Right, so it is time to put this art gallery to use. So as I mentioned, I did actually receive some fan art a couple of weeks ago, and that is going to be our first piece in the gallery. So let me explain how this is going to work. Alright, so these are all canvases obviously, and this is going to be the first one. So what we're going to do is we're just going to place some item frames, okay? So what we're doing here is I'm actually going to take the artworks I made and I'm going to put it into map form, and I'm going to display it in the case. So let us make some maps. So I think the recipe is 4 of those, 4 of those, 4 of those. 4 of those, and 4 of those to make some compasses. Oh, they do stack. That's interesting. Then we need to make some paper. So we need 32 paper, maybe. So let's get 32 of those. 30. That's good enough. Okay, let's take those. And back in our inventory. Okay, so do that. And make some maps. Okay, so we've got some maps. We have legitimately obtained some maps, and that is good. But to actually get the maps that we need to be using some fiddly stuff. So, what we're going to do is, I'm going to just toss that there, and I'm going to try this first time. I haven't tested this just yet. Okay, so entity data. So again, we're just trying to modify this entity. At entity type equals item, so the item on the ground. Radius, it was 5 in case there's other items in the world. And what we're going to do is we're going to basically modify it so we've got the proper map. So we're going to go item, so we're going to modify the item's data. I believe it's a compound, and we're going to change its ID to filled map like that. Actually, it should probably be Minecraft filled map just in case it doesn't accept that, because you have to be these NVT things when you try and edit them in the command line is a little bit finicky. So I've just got to do the proper way. So with it in quotation marks, Minecraft filled map is the way to go. Count 1, and the damage is 10,000. Is that 10,000? All right. Let us just toss something over here. Just see if that worked. Fingers crossed. Alright, it worked. Okay, so I believe this is the top left one. It's kind of like a bit like a puzzle piece. Put that there. And I'm just going to repeat that process until we have all of the pieces. So just, this one's quite easy to do actually. Yeah. So I'm just going to have to change that to 10,001. Okay. This one is here. There's ZF. Do it again, and we're going to keep doing that until I've got the entire map. And that is what it looks like complete. Really quite nice, really like it, and an excellent first piece into our gallery. Now if you actually want to do this yourself and import images, well, convert images into map form, I'm actually using a program called Image to Map. I'll link it in the description. It basically just takes a PNG file and it converts into the map data, and then you have to just slide the map files into your world. So it's pretty easy to do. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. There's one final thing I want to do though, and that is I want to give it like a title, because that's kind of how you imagine an art gallery, wouldn't you? Have like the painter, the title and stuff. We didn't do that. It's a weird thing actually, because what I was going to do is I was just going to rename the actual item frame to the title, and that would have been nice, but it doesn't seem to work. Like for example, I'll give you an example. If I just toss this item on the ground there, and I enter the thingamabob, yep, that should, no wait, no, yeah, this. Okay, if I do that, that will give this item the name arty, and it will display, and that looks fine, but the thing is that doesn't seem to work for item frames, which is really weird because it's supposed to. So unfortunately we have to resort to armor stands yet again, which isn't too big of an issue. So I'm just going to place that there, and we're going to just recycle our thingamabob. So instead of item, we're just going to use armor stand. Don't forget the radius, because otherwise you'll affect all of the armor stands in the world. Very important thing, and I'm sure I'm going to mess up at some point doing that. So we're going to call it... Okay, so I think it's called Sarc and Z, and it's by Geo Draws Stuff. Geo. Hope this fits. Stuff. Is that going to work? I hope it's going to work. Let's try. Aha, there we go. Sarc and Z, Geo Draws Stuff. I like that. So what we're going to do now is I'm just going to position that properly so that it's underneath the thing. So it's not just like in the middle of the thing. That would be weird. So here's the title. Let's just quickly make that invisible actually, just so we can see it in all of its glory. So just the invisible Visible, is that visible 1? Okay. And by the way, I actually had to make a scoreboard objective called gallery title. And the reason I had to do that is basically because I can't use Sarc and Z Joe Draws stuff as a name because it has spaces and stuff in it. So yeah, we have to use a scoreboard for that to specify this particular arm stand, but no big deal. Just a simple little scoreboard. I'm going to have to do that for each title. So let's just do this. Oop, that didn't work. Oh, I've got an I. Invisible 1. There we go. That's gone now. It looks like that. So when we walk from here, you can obviously see it from there, but like, if you go like that, it displays the title. So that's pretty nice. I like that. That's pretty good. And we're going to do that on each of them. If we get any fan art, you know, if you are an arty person, if you like that kind of stuff and you like the series, and you have any fan art you'd like to do and get it into the map, then just, you know, just message me on Twitter, leave a comment somewhere, just something like that, and who knows, maybe you can get your piece of artwork into the map. That'd be pretty cool. You know, I'm not entirely sure actually if I've built the gallery far away enough, because I think that's the mountain that we built it into there. That's where our architect table is, and we're on this tree here, so I don't know if that's far away enough. And if you're actually wondering why I want to build it far away, like I said last episode, when you're dealing with entities, you need to use them sparingly, but just given the nature of the art gallery, it requires item frames. That'd be quite a fair few entities in the long run. So I wanted to build it far away, so if it reaches a point where there's a ton of entities there, it's not always loaded. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure if that's far away enough. I mean, we'd be over here mostly, but even still, not sure. The second thing I want to do today is I want to get rid of this mound, like I said I want to do. I think it's best to get it out of the way as soon as possible, because stuff can't happen if it's still there. But the problem with it is it's a fairly sizable chunk of earth, and I can't help but thinking we're going to need some good picks for that. We're going to need a good shovel, because there's a fair bit of dirt, but there's also a fair bit of stone, obviously. But we're still on iron. I mean, we could get to diamond, but we really need enchanted diamond, and I don't think we're really at that level yet, because I don't have a source of experience, and yeah, it's just going to be difficult to get things, so not entirely sure how to tackle that in a timely manner, but I think we should at least get started on it. Maybe get rid of the trees. That'll probably make it look a bit smaller, actually. Let's do that. That's much better. I think that looks far less imposing. Much better. I think I can actually get through that. The trees made it look bigger than it actually was. But even still, you know, I reckon we're going to need some help with this. We need more than my hands to get rid of this amount of dirt. I think we're going to need an assistant. Hey, how's it going? You know, I know we've had our differences in the past, but, look, I really need your help right now. How can I help you? Well, let's be honest here, mate. When that sun comes up, you are going to be toast, and we're not going to see you again. But if you help me out, I can set up some things so that you can live a lovely afterlife if you want. Oh, you want payment? Well, I don't know, what would a zombie such as yourself be interested in? Brains? Of course you want brains. That's what you guys want. Well, I can't give you my brain, but I can give you, I don't know, a test certificate every week or so. Would that satisfy you? Excellent. Pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Zombie. Do you have a name? Are you ready? Are you ready for the first diamonds? The first ones? Achievement. Diamonds! Woo! Right, it's time to put it to test. Let's make a pick. Do any wood? Let's make that. So, okay. Go to that. I really hope this works. Put it in my inventory already. Okay. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. Will you work? It will. That is amazing. That's awesome. Fantastic. What should we name this one? I'm going to go really cheesy and we're going to call this one Lucky. Isn't that just adorable? Oh, that costs 5 levels, really? That's quite expensive. Alright, so we had 19 ores down here, excluding the first ones we mined. And we got 30 diamonds out of that. So, pretty good, pretty good. I'm not going to complain about 30 diamonds. Alright, Reginald. You've had your fun. I've given you immortality. You are unlike any zombie that's ever existed before. This is the daylight. You are alive and you're not going to die. We had a bargain and now we've got to get rid of this mound of earth. Are you going to do anything? Or are you just going to continue splashing around in the water? Contractors. Crooks, even in death. Should never make a deal with a zombie. Should never make a deal with a zombie. I suppose we just can't get this finished today. Too bad, but I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, a like is always appreciated. But if you think this is the end, then you are mistaken. Just click the screen right now and we'll watch episode 8. Maybe Reginald will actually do something next time.